There we go. Okay, so this Facebook Live is about how to seriously accelerate your business in 2021 without working harder. Is this something that you would like? Just let me know in the comments. And I can just see that if I cannot see this live thing on my phone, then I can see if there are anybody joining me. Gosh, sometimes I feel such a clutch with this. Okay, so please forgive me. Just see if I cannot see this live on my phone. No, doesn't seem to be able to do that. So please just leave me comments. I'm saying thank you for being here, and let me know in the comments, you know, that you are here, and what is your business, you know, and where you're from, even if you see this on a replay. So let's get going. So let me ask you, if this is about how to accelerate your business, seriously accelerate your business in 2021 without working harder, I want to ask you two questions. The first one is, what does that look like for you to seriously accelerate your business? Is it more clients, more money? I mean, we all want that. Or is it about having more time for yourself, spending more time with your family? Is it about more life business balance? Or perhaps you would like to start and grow your team, expand your offerings, writing that book, travel and work from anywhere. So what does that look like for you? And then question number two is, what do you need to accomplish that? So let's take a closer look. Now, to answer the first question about what does that look like, the obvious answer is that you need to have a vision, isn't it? A crystal clear vision of what it is that you would like to create or manifest in 2021. And if we talk about more clients, then, you know, how many more clients are we talking about? Is it for one-on-one? Is it for groups? And what is your capacity? If it's one-on-one, you can only have so many clients. Or do you would like to maybe move from one-on-one more to groups? Or maybe it's new products that you want to sell, new services. So, and if it's more money, is how much money do you want? How much money do you need? How do you know what is your business expenses? And, you know, the subscriptions that you take, the things that you need to run your business, your online business. And also, you know, what is your lifestyle expenses? And is what you offer, is that enough to support you, to support your business and your lifestyle expenses? Or do you need to expand your offerings? And if we look at time, how much time do you need to take off? How much time do you want to take off for breaks, for holidays, to spend with your family? Maybe it's not just working weekends anymore, something like that. So what does that business balance look like for you? And getting help for your business. Is it part-time? Is it full-time? Is it a VA, a graphics, a manager? Who do you need? But you know, even before we get there, before we create this vision of what we would like to create in 2021, you first need to reflect. often we forget that part, to look at this year and to look at what worked and what didn't work. I mean, COVID really hit us with a curveball. For some, it worked wonders, and for others, they had to change the whole business model. So the innovations that you created this year, which of them were really awesome that you want to repeat in 2021? And which of them didn't go so well that you rather would like to avoid? So taking that time to reflect of what you would like to avoid, what you would like to repeat, is absolutely crucial in setting up your vision, because it serves as input. And having that crystal clear vision then is, of course, essential to accelerate your business. So please type for me in the comments. Please type for me in the comments. Do you have a crystal clear vision? Awesome that you want to repeat in 2021. Do you have a vision, a crystal clear vision for 2021? And have you done that reflection? And now let's move on to question 2. So what do you need to be able to manifest this? To be able to manifest this vision that is going to stretch you and that is bigger than what you've done in 2020. Now, most people would probably answer, working harder, be more productive, be more disciplined, more efficient. But in actual fact, to accomplish this all without working harder and then doing more and being more productive and disciplined, that actually contradicts the whole thing, hey, doesn't it? The thing is it's not about doing more. It's about being. It's about being more. It's a shift to being a leader of your business and to step up to that next level of a leader in order for your business to accelerate. And this is not just for people who start out who's never done this before. No, I've worked with many coaches who run great businesses, but are exhausted because they don't have this. They only think that they can work harder. So we are looking into that in this Facebook Live on what does that look like. The thing is, if we then just focus on doing, on that ticking off that to-do list, God, it never ends, does it? That to-do list just keeps on growing. It's just always more to do, more to post, more to keep up with. Sorry, I made some notes here. Now it's falling over. So, and then we feel like that hamster on the wheel. Okay, so what I'm saying is to accelerate your business without working harder is to lead it. Now, that doesn't mean to sit back and do nothing. It's about doing from being a leader of your business. And I mean, just think about this for a moment. All leaders of big business, they have a plan. They have a strategy. They have a big vision. They've got a strategy. And then they have a strategy to execute the plan. So it's to have a big picture that shows the roadmap. And then, of course, that then gets broken down into smaller pieces. And then the actions and the goals and the actions are given to the employees. But if you just stay here in the actions, you're just the employee of your business. You're not the leader who is looking at this big picture. So if this sounds complicated, it's really not. It's just like a treasure map. So say your vision is the treasure. that is marked with that big red X on the map. Then having the map, you know, that tells you where you are now and shows you where the treasure is and how to get there, giving you the roadmap on how to get to your treasure. And then to unlock the treasure in your biz that has the money and the clients, etc., you need the map. You need a plan to manifest that treasure. Because just to have the vision, it's not going to do it. It's too vague. Just to say, oh, I want 100 more clients, or I want to make $100,000. It's too vague. It's just like pie in the sky. You know, it's not grounded. So your vision needs a plan to give it legs. Now, I'm not talking about just goals and action. So it's not just any kind of plan either. Okay. It's definitely not just a list of goals and actions. I mean, really, I don't know about you, but that doesn't turn me on. To look at just a list of goals and actions doesn't do it for me. It's also not just a vision board, because that's not grounded enough. The vision board and the goals and actions are important supports to the plan. I personally like a visual calendar where I can see my intentions. Now, as coaches and business owners, especially having an online business, is that we do launches. We create products and programs and courses and things that we are launching. Now, believe me, I have tried all of the above, the vision board and the list of goals and actions. And what really made a huge difference for me was to have that visual calendar where I could see my year. I could see when I plan to launch this program, and then when I plan to launch that program, where I can be a JV or not. It showed me what I had space for and what I didn't have space for. And having that plan really motivated me. It inspired me. It gave me that feeling of this, I can do this. So feeling that like that owner of my business really gave me a lot of confidence. And it stopped me from, feeling like a hen scratching in the ground looking for scraps. No. The first time I could see my business, and it gave me such a thrill, as it does for the people who actually do this with me. So what happens if you don't have a plan? It means that you are lost in the details. It's like you inside a forest, okay? And you look around you and all you see is trees. You cannot see a way out. You cannot see what this is. You cannot see the paths. And of course, because it all looks the same, you're going around in circles. You're lost and you feel overwhelmed. And then in your business, it feels like you are permanently in crisis mode. Because let's face it, things change, things happen. But if you don't have something that gives you direction, so that you know where you are in relation to what's happening now from the outside, you can really feel paralyzed, not knowing what to do. And then, of course, without that, we just procrastinate. Go and watch Netflix. It sounds much easier. So can you relate to this? So say you have a crystal clear vision and you have a plan. What is still missing? Please type for me in the comments. Do you have a crystal clear vision? Oopsie, now I'm doing it again. I don't know how to do this thing. So say you do have a crystal clear vision and you have a plan. So what is still missing? Sorry, I'm repeating myself. What do you think is still missing? Let me ask you a question. How do you know that you're on track? How do you know how to measure your results? How do you know to make sure that you stay on track? How do you monitor your actions, the results of your actions, to know that they are in alignment, that you're actually getting what you're going for? Because I mean, it's like a plane that leaves New York for Paris. The pilot goes and he enters the flight plan into the autopilot, but the pilot doesn't just go off and now let the plane to its own devices. No, because there are lots of things happening up there. There are winds blowing and blowing the plane off course. So the pilot has to check all the time and then bring course correct, bring the plane back on track so that they can actually get to their destination. Okay? In the same way, you have to stay on track with your business. You have to measure that whatever you do, what is the effect of that? So that you can also see what works, what doesn't work, so that you can course correct. And you only do that when you have that plan that you can actually measure something. Otherwise, what do you measure? If you don't have the plan to measure from. Okay, and this is where many coaches and small business owners, solopreneurs say, oh no, this is way too complicated. I'm a coach, okay? I am not an analyst. You know what? It doesn't have to be complicated. I don't do complicate. I don't do that. I do simple but effective. That 20% that gives you the 80%, that's the stuff I like. Okay. You need a few simple things to measure. Just to know that whatever you put out there in your marketing, that tells you, what do your clients like? What don't they like? If you don't keep track of that, just to see, what are the opt-ins? How are the clicks? If you don't do that, then you can't see the trends of where you hit the mark. Now I'm onto something. They love this. Let me give them more of that. Or, gosh, they hate this. Okay, doesn't talk to them. You've got to know that. You've got to know that the efforts you put out to do your launch, is it working? So that when you do the next launch, you know what to avoid. Every launch is like a small little vision, the thing that you actually execute. So it's important. It's important to accelerate your business. In other words, it's another thing of that step into that leadership role. So if you don't measure your results, you really don't have any idea of how you are on track. And you have no idea if you are meeting your financial and marketing goals. You can say that you're running your business having a blindfold and you just hope for the best. And doing that, it still leaves you in a place where you are reacting to your business and not responding to it. So that when something like COVID hits again, that you have something that you can look at and say, okay, fine, so this is what happened. What do I need to change? And how does that impact on the rest? That's what's important. Okay, because you may miss the mark completely or you may exceed it by far. So you've got to measure. Okay, so to sum up, is for you to accelerate your business in 2021 is to treat your business like a business and to step up as the leader in your business. This means to have a crystal clear vision, a specific vision. And then to ground that vision into a plan. It gives you a roadmap up to the point where you can see it at a glance. And then to set 90 days, detailed 90 days cycles. Every 3 months, this is what the next 90 days are going to look like. This is what I'm going to do. And then it's to measure your results. And let me tell you, this does not just apply to startups only, to solopreneurs only. I know of many high income coaches who used to run their business without this kind of planning and only realized how it's held them back when they actually, by not having this, when they see how they accelerate. And of course, there's always a next level. Always a next level. Okay. So I hope that you have gotten value from this. I'm going to try once more. Okay. And I'm telling you all of this because I'm running my Own Your Year virtual planning retreat in January 7 and 8, 2 days to choose from. And just had a run in December, still December. And of course, great reviews, people love it. I'll put the link above. But the other thing is, if you would like to know more about this first, about this process that I'm following, is I'm doing a free webinar about this, an hour webinar in total. Not gonna, and it's not a pitch fest. It's really giving you the value. So I'm doing a webinar on the 29th of December, where I will go into more depth on how to do this. So that even if you don't join the retreat, you'll be able to do this for yourself. So to join the webinar is to go to bit.ly/Dina Plan Webinar. And I'll also put the link above. And I want to ask you if you have any questions or comments, please drop them as comments below the video. I would appreciate that. And if you can, please like this and share this. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your time. I appreciate that. And if I don't see you again, then happy holidays. Wishing you a wonderful 2021 and a blessed Christmas with your family. Thank you.